Hey everyone, Nate from NRG Ops here. Want to go over what one of our top asked questions is, and that's going to be the difference between the WTF flex fuel system and the NRG Ops flex fuel system. Now, most of you know I did work for WTF for 3 years. I did recently leave there, still good with all those guys and everything like that, but I did have the opportunity to start working more towards my own stuff. So that was that reason and why you're going to start seeing some more things from me if you haven't already. So there's going to be 3 key differences in between these two kits, and they all really come down to the module. First being, this module is made in-house. I did actually make this and produce this for WTF, but it was branded as WTF for obvious reasons. We wanted to keep it proprietary to the shop at the time because our end goal was to push things for the shop. That's pretty obvious. The module over here is outsourced. I do buy that, and that was really to solve 2 things that was going on. One, time. This module, because I have to make it, is much longer and more time consuming than assembling this kit. So the other side of that is we get Bluetooth here, and that was a big thing we got asked all the time at WTF. But the other side of that is because the module is outsourced, because it does have Bluetooth in it, it does come at a slightly higher cost. So you will see that as well. Now in the future, this may come back as an NRG Ops kit and offer both, because I know some people do want the more minimalist for a little bit less money versus the more expensive for having the app and being able to see fuel temperature and ethanol content and things like that. So that's going to be your key differences there. There's one final one, and that is going to be the voltage curve that these modules put out. This is going to be a 0.5 to 4.5 volt scale, where this is going to be a 0 to 5 volt scale. The reason for that is this is going to be more in line with your driven fab style flex fuel system and the guys that have copied that. The Innovate gauge, if you make your own, which is the driven fab and other kits. The Z-Tronics kit, that is also going to fall along this scale. The one that falls along this scale is the Blue Flex kit, the WTF V1 kit, or if you actually purchased it from Blue Flex when they were still around, that's going to be this voltage scale. The reason for this scale is that this module can actually read everything from the sensor itself, and so the sensor does have an error state, which is below a 0.5 volt. Output from this, and that will flag a check engine light from the ECU. If this sensor does detect ethanol content contamination by water, it will send a 5 volt signal through this, or from this I should say, to the ECU to flag a check engine light. This doesn't have that. However, for most people, that's not a big deal. It's not a game changer. Most people don't even know that that happens. So other than that, you've got the module differences. If you actually look at the harnesses, you will see that, let me turn this one around, sorry about that. You will see that they are very similar. The wire is the same, the sleeving is the same, the connectors are the same. Basically, as far as connections go, you have your charcoal canister, you have your fuel tank pressure sensor. The difference is this one goes right to the sensor on this one, on the WTF kit, sorry. This plug goes right to the module on this one, and then this module actually connects to the sensor on the NRG Ops kit. So a little bit difference there. You don't have to bolt this down. You do get a little bit more room above the tank. However, to hook this up, it is a little bit of a tighter fit to slide that in there, but it can be done pretty easily if you wait to hook your OE line to this. So there's that. You will see the sensors are exactly the same. They're genuine GM Continental sensors. And as far as the fuel lines, you will see they are the same fittings on both ends. The twist lock style, or the turn lock style, because I guess I can demonstrate that. They have a cap that actually threads on and locks on. They are not a clip-on. These are way more secure. They are double O-ringed and everything like that. So both of these have the same hose type and everything. So really, like I said, at the end of the day, it comes down to the module and what you're looking for out of the kit. If you want the little bit of extra features for the Bluetooth and to know your temp and content, this is the way to go. If you want the minimalist, things like that, this is the way to go. Now, timeline back on these kits, undetermined at this time. That may change in the future, so you'll want to stay tuned to our social media for that, and I will drop those links in our description below. I will probably post this video on our YouTube and other social media as well. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free just to shoot any of the pages a message. We'll be glad to answer them and get you any details you need. Thanks.